Three, two, one, let's jam. Hey, everybody. JSPOT here. It's been a long time. How's your mom, huh? Let her know I said hi. Most importantly, though, I'm here to talk about Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid and my storage solution that I started, way back when already. It's 2021 and I've got an update. I've got new pieces. I've got a third box, which just makes me feel like a lot of failed. But I'm not going to get hung up on that because I still think I got a really good solution. I think it's better than most of what I see out there. I'm not knocking anybody else's. Obviously, I prefer my own, right? That makes sense. I'm glad you understand. I didn't want to get into that with you. Man, for real though, how you been? Listen, I know I could listen to you talk all day, but everyone else watching definitely wants to see what I got cooking over here. So let's jump over to my other camera and take a look. It's going to be a top-down perspective. If there's something you don't see that you wish I showed off a little bit better, please get a hold of me. You got my Facebook, you got my YouTube channel right here in the comments, or any of the other ways to get a hold of me, So definitely take a look at this, take a look at me, hit me up with some questions. If you got any requests for printing, I'll do it for you. This is definitely a hobby of passion. I'm not looking to make money. I know I've said that a million times before, but I do still mean it. Get at me. Hey, it's 2021 and I got a vaccine. COVID's over. We did it. Did you guys hear about the new strain? Anyways, next. All right, so like I mentioned, here I am. I'm going to try to show everything off, kind of give you a nice update. Here's my hands. Look at my hands. All right, let's see. First things first, I'm going to show off the card box, which is not my creation. This is something that Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. This is something that Power Rangers gave us. Now, for those of you that talk with me, you know I don't like this. But we have a nice box. I shouldn't say a nice box. It's not really what I mean. Very cheap box, folded cardboard, very thin cardboard, very lightweight. But then again, man, I can't be too mad. It was free-esque. All right, so sticker sheet, really tiny labels that you can make here. You can kind of see the reflection. There you go, yeah. 2 sheets of those. And they have like this rainbow effect to them, which is really nice. I like that. That's cute. That's cool. In here, I got all my Rangers sleeved over here. Got all my bad guy stuff not sleeved over here. Got my Zords and Megazords sleeved here in the middle using Ultra Pro Ultra Thin Tarot card sleeves. Same with here. Got 2 spacers in here to hold my extra pieces. This is locations, right? But it's nice because you have everything on dividers, which is really nice, and then you get to see all the different colors because I bought a bunch of different color sleeves. These are cards that have been removed, classic cards, what have you. Right, neat. Get to keep them all close, which I think is fun. Extra long dividers of the long dividers. Put those right there with the Rangers, since I don't have the Rangers divided up in any way, because it's something that I would do. Right, I'm starting here because this changes my entire approach. My original approach for my solution included the cards in the box. So this is, while I'm upset about it and I'm not happy because this box it is great. It is fantastic, especially since it was included in something else I was going to buy anyway. It's not a nice box. It is not. It is a flimsy box. And also, at the size of the other 2 boxes, this one does not fit in the same Kallax spot. As you guys know, I love the IKEA Kallax. Moving on. All right. The original box, the original game box, Heroes of the Grid, what I call the Heroes box. This is still the Heroes box. There's a few new things in here, but there's going to be a few old things as well that you're used to seeing. Oh, there it comes. A little rearranged with, again, the cards out. Still using a plastic tray from the original game to hold all of my board game pieces. So I got my rule book with all my erratas and, not erratas, the scenarios and all the extra expansion stuff. Got the new rule book for Rise of the Psycho Rangers, which I still haven't gotten into actually fighting against these guys, nor have I gotten into Mastermind mode, which makes me upset. That was the biggest thing that I was excited about. Got my 3 location, or my 3 central base here. Got everything kind of splayed, you know, 2, and flip them 2, flip them 2. Then I have the old Zord board and the Mastermind board at the bottom. So that's nice. See, it still fits, no problem. Where's it going to go now? Here we go. Nope, can't balance it there. Let's take these out of the way. All right, so looking down in, oops, kicked my camera stand. Looking down in, you can see we've got extra space here, and you also got some new pieces floating around here. Let's revisit home here. Got dice case, holds dice. I'm having it hold all the dice here, so I got like 4 layers at 6 dice each, so you know, 12 dice for 4 layers. Got everybody there. What it doesn't fit is the original dice that came with the game, the clear dice. I've seen people take these dice and dye them, right? So like 3 purple, 3 orange for Bulk and Skull, and I think that's a rad idea, and I'm totally going to do it as soon as I get some time. I mean, time has been a problem lately, whether it's work or family or, I don't know, being depressed. I don't know what it is. Being consumed. These are the 3D printed parts. I just have them floating around right here because I don't really have a home anymore. But these are the 3D printed parts that came with the original Kickstarter. Oh, and the original Zord board XP counter just hanging out in there. Should bring that back. Except for I don't use those pieces at all. Next up, you have my version of the Ranger holder here. It's 3D printed. Not the cleanest because I knocked them out real quick. But it holds your Rangers. Here's Red Dragon Ranger. He's like the thickest one for whatever reason. With him being the thickest one, notice there's no scratching going on here. This just has a nice black matte primer sprayed on. I think a Krylon. I just did a spray can. Speaking of which, I just got a airbrush, so I'll be learning how to do that. Let's see. Here's a fully painted team. And I did them in 5s so that 1, it wouldn't take a million years to print, and 2, you could put, you know, a set of Rangers in because they're always 5s, right? Always just about 5s. These are all painted by me. Anything beat up is just because, well, they've been used. If you could guess, these Rangers get used the most. You have characters that are a little too large, like, I think it's Magnum Ranger. I don't remember his name. Dang, that's embarrassing. I don't use them too often. I'm more of a Ninja main, if you will. But yeah, just showing off more of them. Right, there we go. A bunch of Blue Rangers. What do we got here? Oh yeah, the Hyperforce, super cool. Yeah, anyways, that's how they all fit in, right? I have them alternating 3s and 2s, 3s and 2s, 3s and 2s. Got all my 5s here, so that's 50 Rangers right there. I have room to keep going up to 70, right? But this is kind of the new piece that's added. I was showing this off on Facebook and people had questions, so I figured I'd break it out. But let's show this off in full. This is an extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Room to put 6 of those there if you choose. We do have more Rangers coming though, so that's going to be a problem. Let's get one of these out. Like I said, this is a new piece. Really like that blue, so let's play with this one. This is a Ranger dashboard that I designed. This was a request from my dude Seth. Thank you very much. And just to kind of highlight everything, you've got this main area for your main Ranger card. You've got lead Ranger token slot or little area. If you've 3D printed something, it'll fit right up there. 3 actions can float right there, and then your main Ranger energy can hang right here. Now this was made to size for the original tokens. It also fits the Covenant tokens. It also fits my tokens, right? Because we'll come back around to that. I've made my own tokens just because why not, right? A lot of people couldn't get a hold of the Covenant tokens. I'm not sure if they ever got reprinted or if people are able to get a hold of them. They are great tokens. I have a set. I like them the most because they're just so nice. But the price is high. And then with them not being quite available anymore, I thought I was going to come up with a solution, and then I just got disconnected. I mean, you guys haven't heard from me in quite a while, so very annoying. I'm very sorry. But we'll come back to that anyways. Saw me just grab that out. Don't have a little place for that yet. We're figuring it out. When I say we're, I mean me. All right, so let's play around with this dashboard. Let's see what it actually looks like filled up. Okay, so let's start with cards. So what do you have first? You got your player card, and then you have your deck, right? So this is my Ninja War deck. Like I said, I am a Ninja War main, right? So on the left-hand side, and I guess this is just what I say, right? Left-hand side, you would have your draw. So you could draw from there. Let's go ahead and let's pull 5. Sorry it's moving around, you know, I'm floating here. So there you go, nice, easy to pull. You got a little finger indent there. Also, it floats a bit at the top, if you can see. But yeah, you'd have your deck here. So I got my 5 cards. You organize them how you will. Not the greatest hand, but I can make it work. I could at least buff people. You got a section to put your cards right up here. Right? I'll go ahead and tilt that so you can see it here. And then eventually you're going to get your Zord card. Zord card fits right back in here. Alright? There you go. You can hold your hand up here. I don't know how many people use that, but I've seen card holders on different, people's sets of things, like for gaming. And I thought, hey, I could build that in, use no space to do so, and keep it nice and small. Now let's talk tokens. You would have your Ranger token, right? That goes right there. You would have your energy or action tokens, not energy tokens, your action tokens. I gave you 3 because in some variants you'll have 3 of those. Space them out. You have your lead Ranger token that can fit right there, right? So then there you are, all set up. You got your Ranger card. Hey, flip it over, exhaust it, right? You got your hand. You got your Ranger, your Zord. You have your discard pile. And I'm sure a lot of you are noticing this little guy down here, this little gold. What's that for, Hey, we're done playing for the night. Let's toss this to the side. Maybe you're not the kind of person who plays often, or maybe you want to get playing faster. I don't know, what have you. This is just a little drawer. You could put all your tokens in here. Put your 2 actions and your energy, and you're good to go. Some of it obviously doesn't match up, but there it is. That was the idea there. Not necessary, doesn't have to be used, but A, it's cute. If I was going to ship these out to anybody, I would definitely keep it in this color scheme. The idea here is white, like the highlights on the Ranger's outfit, the Ranger's main color, and then gold, because everyone deserves a shield. Now, I had mentioned that this layout should hold 70 characters. If I was going to actually make that 70, I'd have to move these off to the side, and they don't fit quite as nice, but you could still get it in there. I don't have 2 more sets of these to show you the 70 printed off. I have actually sent those off. So you may have noticed that I have a little case for my tokens here. This is the original set, the cardboard set. Here they are, all of them. This extra space here is actually for Alpha. I don't have Alpha over here right now. I actually have him elsewhere. I can show you. I also created a thing called the Zord board. Go ahead and show that off, because I think that big giant 1 foot by 1 foot piece of plastic piece of cardboard is useless. It takes up a lot of space on the table. So look at this guy. Just put the figures right on there. That's your XP. Put your stack of Zords right there, and then you pull them. Here you go. Let's imagine. Just pass out Zords as they're needed. Megazord at the end, right? Don't have to show them. Neat little thing that I really like about this case is, it's not exactly a clamshell, but it slides together. It fits tight enough that you can hold it in place. And then I built in a Megazord token slot right here. Works like a Game Boy case, right? Pop a little Game Boy game in there. And when it's closed all the way, it doesn't move. I had to cut that, though, to save on space. So, but if you had the Zord board, you pop it in like so, we're good to go. So that kind of stays contained. Nice, right? You can see that even on my updated design over here. But this is the cardboard tokens holder. Moving on up to fancier pieces, we got the Covenant token box that I made. It's kind of the exact same idea, slightly different layout. Again, spot for alpha. Holds all your tokens, plus the broken token guard tokens. Man, guard tokens are cool, man. I really like those. If you notice here, I have the original set of Covenant. So I have the triangle pyramid alert system from, you know, the layer as my main token. And then these tokens look like the Zeo expansion tokens that Covenant put out, but I actually made them myself. These are 3D printed. But you have the tower piece for panic tokens, the stand piece for panic tokens, and then here's the other half of the tower piece, right? So that's the base of the tower. You got your damage, your energy. I have extra space in here because I had a different idea that's actually being used in my other box, so I'll show you. Sorry if I'm floating off camera. Got your energy, or I'm sorry, your actions, and then your lead ranger right there. And I even have labels for everything. I don't know how well you can see it. It says actions in there. It says lead right here. If you look on the side here, it says alpha. Yeah, that's not showing up on camera very well. I'm sorry. Let's see. Can you see the word panic? There it is. Panic. Just had to block out that light. There we go. And again, because I love it. Oops. Got it sideways. Yep. See those little spiky peats fit right up here. They fit right up here. Sorry. Because I love it so much. That game cartridge-esque slot on the back to hold that larger piece that just kind of doesn't fit into this box. Last but not least, showing it off. I don't think I've ever shown these off. These are still a work in progress, but these are my tokens. We've got damage, right? It looks like a little explosion or a little Hadouken. On one side it says 1, on one side it says 2, but you can barely see that, so it's not super useful. Energy tokens are pretty standard. I just put the Ranger Lightning Bolt on them. Then I went a step further and I made a Ranger energy token, right? So you have your starting energy or your personal energy. Everybody can just keep theirs and just kind of flip it over and exhaust it, right? Put gold on the Green Ranger because, I don't know, I'm cool. Did gold on the White Ranger as well. That's a pearly white. Nice. I mean, it's just filament. You could do whatever you want with it. Have a few extras floating around over here. Next up, we have our action tokens. Action tokens are morphers, right? So these are flat tokens, right? This fits into my my dashboard as well, right? Definitely was thinking ahead on all that. Next up, we have, like I mentioned before, the guard tokens. I love the guard token idea. These guard tokens are the Z Putty Shield logo, right? You can see it there. What's nice about that is you can put it right on top of the damage that you have to do to a putty or a bad guy, and then you see like, hey, there's something on, you know, obscuring it, and there you go. Next up is my favorite piece here. These are my panic tokens, and I'm gonna actually assemble this one so you can take a look. These are a 2-piece panel token, or 3D panic token. Just push it together. It doesn't go all the way together, but it's Alpha saying, "Ay, ay, ay," you know, because you're panicked. The city's in panic. What are you doing? You're a terrible Power Ranger if this is happening. All right, and then last but not least, I have the Lead Ranger token. It's a 2-piece 3D object that stands together. And then I'll have to block the light here again, see if I can get this to focus. It says "Go Go" on there. You cannot, not really coming in. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. But that fits in here as well. If you noticed, I have everything. I have the Heroes of the Grid logo right here. It didn't come through very well, but yeah, lightning bolts, Zord board, Panic is written down in the bottom there. You can see that really well. This one was printed in a clear, which, you know, that's just whatever. Again, printing in colors is whatever. You just kind of make it happen. You can repaint it. It's not a big deal. Putting this together wrong. I'm sorry. I'm doing it all wrong. Here we go. That is the problem. There we go. That is my custom one. Oop. That slipped out of my hands. Zord board done. So that's really everything I had to show you from the heroes, right? I didn't have anything crazy there. Yeah, that's everything I had to show you from the hero box. I don't have anything crazy there. Got Rita's little base. All right, I'm gonna clean this up and we'll go on to the next thing. And here we go, the villains box, right? So this is my box that I put all my villains in. That's monsters, bosses, and troopers, foot soldiers, foot troopers. Let's open her up. This is the Kickstarter box that you got off of Kickstarter. It's also available now, or it was available later on the Renegade website. Always use my plastic to hold things in place. I'll just, oops, I didn't mean to bash the camera. I'm very sorry, everybody. But if you take a look quickly at the top here, we've got all your monsters, all your bosses, your megas, and then you've got Alpha, Finster, Goldar sword, Megazord sword. Yeah, I'm gonna put these up here actually. Ooh, excuse me. But if you notice, I had my other solution, and then I remeasured and was like, man, let's just, well, I still haven't figured out something for Scorpina. She is too big for this size, too small for this size, and it's 50 and 40, by the way. So I need like a separate one for her, or I need to make like training rails, you know, guide rails for her, like to like kind of snap on or fit on that just affect her, which wouldn't be hard. I could just do a little something, right? A little like 2 millimeters, just put a separate one in there and just hold her right there. Anyways, but we do have more monsters coming, so we don't know if they're going to be any of them in the larger 50 or the smaller 40 size. So this layout is not necessarily the necessary way to do it. Oh yeah, and these aren't just bosses. These are just the 40 millimeter, right? Or I'm sorry, the 50 millimeter, right? So you got like Commander Crayfish over here. Because he's a large size one too. He's a big 50 millimeter base. But yeah, they just slide right in. I gave him enough room. You see that he kind of wiggles so that you can easily slide them in and out. And that way it doesn't scratch your models at all. I'm sorry I don't have any of these painted. Again, the time thing. But there's room in the 50 millimeter size. There's not too much room. There's literally maybe 1 or 2 slots available for a 40 millimeter, which is going to impose a problem, but we'll swing back around to that. So what you're seeing now is all the foot soldiers. You got your supers, your Z's, your regular putties. Oops, one fell out. Let me put him back in line. I like looking at him like this. Makes me feel like I'm Finster. Ooh, my little sculptures. Got your Tenga warriors. You got your the cog guys. What are those called? All the cannabinoids. I don't remember what they were called now. I didn't watch that Power Rangers, but I'm so glad to have the expansion. Then you got your Mastodon Rangers. And I know them because of your Mastodon Troopers. And I know that because I read the comic books. Those are badass. You guys should all read the comic books. Either way it goes, you got all those sitting out here. Now, just standing free and tall over here, we've got your Megazord, you got your Goldar, and you got your Cyclopsis, right? I personally did not buy the painted one, but I think if I had bought the painted one, I would do with that what I think I'm going to end up doing with these, and I would display it. And yeah, it was a bad sentence to say. You have to decipher what I was saying. I'll go ahead and, you know, let you in on the joke here. I think these need to come out. All right, so that is very depressing to me because now I'm very failing. It makes me very mad. But yeah, you know, about that, I think these need to come out because we're gonna need to have more space for monsters. We have Squat and Babu. We've got 5 other monsters, and then we have whatever the United set is that they hinted at, and we're gonna need just more room for these guys. And if these weren't in the way, I could slide some more down in there, or I could rearrange the whole thing. you know, do a whole bottom level of monsters with foot soldiers on top, whatever, right? There's the answers are. It really opens up the door the more you open or you know remove things. I mean, hell, the one of the main reasons why I came up with, you know, I'm sorry, one of the main reasons why I took on the request for the dashboards was because the cards came out. So I had extra space. So when it was like, hey, can you do dashboards? My original idea was like, why? But then I looked at the box and it was like, well, yeah, I can. I got space now. So again, this is where we're at right now. I think this is a pretty dang good solution. Uh, Monsters are going too deep here. Sorry, they flex a little bit. So if you pull on them, you can pull them out because I didn't make them super thick. That way, again, so that they have space in here so that they don't scratch, right? Either way it goes. Still not a perfect solution, but very much a closer solution. If this is something that you're interested in, please hit me up in the comments or PM me or Facebook me. I'm in the Heroes of the Grid Facebook page in the community group. Please hit me up. I would not mind. What else? I feel like there's more I could talk about here, but there's really, I guess there's not. We really need to see what's coming with these other sets, right? We have at least 5, 10 plus more Rangers coming. We got, yeah, I think we probably, I want to say probably 10 more Rangers and probably 7 or 8 more bad guys, right? And who knows if they're going to come with a group of foot soldiers. That will really throw a wrench into things. But I love this game. I love organizing for it. So if there's anything that you saw here that you like or would love to get your hands on, definitely PM me. I can print. I can lead you to files if that's what you want. Of course, you guys got to cover shipping, right? But yeah, I can help you out. This has been fun. This is JSPOT, and you know, at the end of the day, I've always said I needed a way to like end my videos, but you know, why don't you go home, you know, think about it, you know, and just check up on your mother, man. How's your mother? You know, tell me, say hi to your mom. Take care of your mom. How's your mother? You know, she better be good. If not, you better make her good. Take care of your moms. All right, y'all take it easy.